Hello, welcome back to Call Clutter Fairy, where I help you get clutter-free so that you can live stress-free. As you can see, I have a new area for my office. I've talked about the floods excessively, but today I'm not doing a tour. I am going to do a video on the much requested what to do with craft paper scraps. So let's go. So I'm going to walk you through what I did, but I tried a couple of different methods. There are these awesome envelopes that you can get to store your projects in. The problem is they're a little pricey. They're anywhere from $2 to $4 a piece. And if you're like me, you have multiple colors. So that would have added up really fast. Also, they were very hard to find. I went to Joann's, I went to Michael's, I went to Hobby Lobby, I even went online. And you can buy them online, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the clear ones, which is what I wanted. And I definitely didn't want random colors being sent to me. So I went for the very inexpensive option, which was to just get the scrap paper sheet protectors. I went for heavy duty ones. I went to Joann's. I used my coupon. By the way, if you don't know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Joann's all take each other's coupons. So you should never have to pay full price for anything. They will all accept each other's coupons. So at the very least, one of them is always offering 40% off. So the package that I got said 36 pieces, and I got all excited thinking there were 36 of these. Buyer beware, I should have read. What it meant was there were 13 protectors and 2 white pages in each one. Anyway, so fortunately it was enough for me to do my colors. And all I did was label each one, and in the little tutorial I'm about to do, I show you exactly what I do. But I am very happy with the end result. So I had, let me get the glare away, I had these leftover tabs from when I bought my boxes a year ago. So please don't be mad that I can't duplicate this for you, but it is a pretty easy template to cut out if you wanted to do something like this. But I had saved the little outside decorative pieces knowing I would want to do something eventually, and here it turned out that there is. So here's what the before looks like. And here is the after. And I am so happy with this. So in each color, I have all of the other solids behind it, the 12 by 12 pieces. And inside, I can just grab the piece that I want before I destroy any of the new pieces. So let's take a look. This is what I'm going to try and use. These are just 12 by 12 sheet protectors. Instead of where the paper goes in this way, I'm going to flip it around so the paper goes in on the side, and I'm going to use the area that would normally go in the binding section of my scrapbook and label there. So my goal is that these sheet protectors will hold the dividers that I already have. So I bought this pack. The nice thing is it comes with white paper inside. 2 sheets in each one. I am always using white paper. So, all right, let's get to showing you how I can do this. So I have 2 different types of labels. They're both 1 by 2 and 5/8 size. One is clear and then one is white, and I just wanted you to see the difference. I actually picked these up at Big Lots, but you can get them online at Amazon. You can get them at Walmart, Target. They're pretty universal. They're just the standard address size labels, and I'm going to try this 2 ways. So I printed them out. This is what the clear looks like. They look a little bit less pigmented, but that's just because of the way that it prints on there. But I think it looks pretty nice once you put it onto something white. But the nice thing is that way you don't see the white labels if you don't want to. The white, however, turns out really, really bright and easy to see, which is what I like. I think I'm going to use these and actually take the time to cut these labels in and slip them inside so that it matches the theme of my office. So I'm afraid if you ask me where I got these, my answer is going to be they came from my boxes last year. I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be very hard if you have a Cricut or a Silhouette to make these. Let me just open one up because I've got a lot of extras. Mine already came with the two-sided tape right on it, but it's just a little trifold. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just a little teeny tiny trifold. They've got a bunch of little glue dots on here. So if you wanted to make a template of that, it would not be hard to score that out, make the opening any size that you wanted, and then just fold it up so that it becomes a tab that you can attach to the item. So this is what I'm going to use for mine, but I'm going to show you what it looks like by putting a sticker on here that's clear, a sticker that's white, and then doing what I'm doing, which is just putting my little label on here. Now, using these as dividers, one thing I do want to say is they are a little bit more flimsy than what I would have normally used as a divider. So I would definitely keep one or two of these in here if you're worried about that. I'm going to keep in one, but I want to make sure that all of my scraps are in front of it so that I can easily see if I have any of those scraps beforehand. So I'm just going to slice up my labels here. You don't need to watch me do this. I'm sure everybody knows how to play with their cutter, but I just want to show you real quick. These are for the labels that I'm going to slide in to these covers. You do not have to do this if you're just sticking them directly on, but obviously if I peel the back off, they won't slide into the little sleeve anymore, so I have to take the 30 seconds and just slice them up. So I'm just going to loosely put these in. I'm not going to get too crazy about. That's perfect. And I'm just going to use this as a ripper. And there's my first one. I think that'll look super cute and clean. And then I'm going to be consistent. So since this is typically meant to be the side, but I'm using it as the top, I want to make sure that I'm always using the pocket that's going to be opening on the same side. So if you're right-handed, you'll want it facing the right side. If you're left-handed, you'll want it to be on the left hand. So I'm going to be doing it this way and attaching this. You can do whatever you want adhesive-wise with this. I might use a little bit of my glue gun just because it's super fast and adhering, and I might actually take tape and go over it so it stays clean. But this is actually what it's going to look like, and then my scraps are just going to go into the side here. So let me adhere all of these and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Here's another silly tip. I am a little anal OCD, whatever you want to call it. So if I'm lining something up, I always want to make sure I'm putting it in the same place. It just looks cleaner to me. So I'll always leave one of them, one of the things that I've already stuck on, down so that as I'm doing the next label, I can just line it up. I don't do a ruler or anything, but you absolutely can. And if that not being lined up perfectly isn't important to you, then just disregard this part. All right, here is what the clear labels look like. They're not my favorite. If it was a crystal clear and it blended in with this, I would probably like it better. But, you know, this doesn't have to be expensive. So if this is what you have lying around, that's wonderful. Here is just the plain white address labels. For me, I think that looks much better. It's brighter, it's easy to see. So that would probably be the one I would go with if I didn't have my leftover tabs from my boxes that I bought last year, because these are probably my favorite. I think that just looks really nice and clean. I did put shipping tape over so that they're protected. They won't get dusty or get fingerprints on them. So those are your options. Don't be afraid of going to the Dollar Tree and checking out what labels they have. So at this point, I had been using a binder. I think you guys saw that before. And I was keeping all of my scraps just within the pages like this. And that was fine. It really was. Except when I was looking for crafting hacks for you guys, I saw the gal that kept her scraps with a solid piece of paper. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so smart. So I'm going to disassemble this. So fortunately, my work is pretty much already done because So here is my scrapbook paper all lined out. I, of course, love the aesthetic of things looking really streamlined and clean like this. I love that I can see right away the scraps that I have for the black, and then behind it is all of the black papers. Likewise, I can immediately check for my blue and see my scraps, and then I have my solid paper. So inside each sleeve are my scraps and then my solid. So I really am happy with the way that this looks and the way this is working. The one thought I had is I'm probably going to pull the divider out when I go to scrapbook or when I'm doing card making. So inside my box, I just took a little piece of foam core, and that way when I pull it out, ooh, that probably made a horrible sound. That way when I pull my divider out, I don't lose where my spot is. It's kind of one of those old librarian tricks from when I was a kid at school. But that way I could just pop it back in. Yes, you can sort through your papers and find out where it goes, but I just wanted a little shortcut. So if you would like a shortcut too, the foam core you can get at the Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store. I also put a couple pieces behind each section just so my paper wouldn't bow. I don't know if yours does that, but I got rid of a lot of paper and I didn't want it bending. So I put little pieces at the bottom of each one, and that's keeping it stand nice and tall. I don't know if you can see, it's very upright and very cleaned, and that way I can still sift through it as I want. Thank you so much for requesting this. You know, it was something I had planned on doing just on my own for myself, and it was really exciting for me to see so many of you request how to do it. So instead of me just taking an afternoon to listen to music and eat chips while I did it, it was really fun for me to show you the step-by-steps and the inexpensive ways that you can duplicate this. If you liked this video, please click the like button. I am so overwhelmed with how many of you have subscribed lately. I can't thank you enough for that. But if you're new to my channel, please click the subscribe button. That will alert you anytime I do post a new video. I'm going to be getting a tour of my new office out probably in the next week or so. And I have some videos planned on, you know, I'm always surfing Pinterest and Facebook and checking out ways to make things easier for you and my clients to get organized. And I have seen some pretty cool hacks out there, but I want to try them and see how they work. So that's another video that's coming out soon. In the meantime, I love you guys, and I will see you soon.